What are you doing, bud?
Oh, sorry. It's here. Well, tomorrow, I think.
I like that song too, man.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
Same station, wrong sport.
my bad, man. Football, baby. Let's
Football!
go.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Rev Sports Wrap It Up. I am Josh, alongside my boy Tushka.
And
How we
Emo.
doing? Well, our girl Soul is at an Inter Miami game tonight. She had to go see Miss A, so therefore you get us two, which is a preview of the Fantasy F Around, which is coming back on August 11th as we give you your preview show. So mark your calendars. About to give you drop knowledge, make you learn something on August 11th. That is a Monday, back to our regular scheduled time of 9 o'clock Central.
Yeah, I'm excited, man, because I need to learn something. Because if I haven't learned anything at all the previous seasons, it's probably to not overtinker. And I don't know. I don't know, man. I feel like I need to drop people quicker. I need to hold on to people longer. Just go against my instinct because they suck. But anyways.
Hey, man, don't be a seesaw because you're always tilting.
Here we go.
Yeah.
But Sally sold seesaws on the seashore. The edible might be kicking in, folks. I don't know.
Yeah. But she's kicking and screaming over watching Inter Miami and Messi do their thing. But that is not what we're here to talk about the first round. We're talking about running down bases. Which guys are running the bases for other teams right now because the trade deadline's coming up. So we've got some trades. The Reds did trade away a shortstop, which I can't remember his name, for a third baseman from the Pirates. So that was a good acquisition there because the Reds need just to make that push to get to the playoffs because we're about 7.5 games back from first place. But we're in there for the wild card hunt. That's pretty much what it's looking like because the Brewers won't ever stop being the Brewers this time of year. The Cubs are still playing pretty well, but that's kind of where we're at. We haven't been swept as far as series full-on sweeps for the past year and a half or so because we were finally able to pick up a game against the Dodgers, which we knew was going to be tough sledding anyway because the Dodgers are really, really good. So that's good there. As far as the others MLB standings, I know we got our heat chart, but the Blue Jays are still 4.5 games above the Yankees in the American League AL East. The Detroit Tigers are still well above where the Guardians are. They're 9 games ahead of the Guardians and 9.5 games ahead of your Royals. They're in the AL Central. Houston, 4.5 games up on the Mariners there and the AL West. And then the NL East, the New York Mets are a half game above Philly. I think that's going to be a back and forth for that division unless someone pulls away, which in that case, I would probably say the Phillies because the Phillies are more consistent, it seems. Even though they've lost one, the Mets have dropped 3 in a row. The Brewers, what can you say? They're good. Even though they lost most recent game, like I said, they're only 1 game ahead of the Cubs, but they're 7.5 games at least above the Reds there. And in the West, I don't know why that just happened. The West,
the East in the West.
It's a battle of California as the Dodgers are leading the Padres by 3 and the Giants by 9. Everything, and the Rockies by a gentleman's 34.5 games. So that's your standings. But do you think your Royals are going to make a push for the wild card? Or are you just happy that you're still in contention and talked about?
Man, I mean, it's going to be a tough sledding for sure. And I haven't really, I mean, like I told y'all before, I'm a fair weather baseball fan. Okay?
Right.
So I don't know if it's injuries. I'm not sure what the case is. I mean, we had a little bit of a hot streak. We've definitely cooled off. Now that we're sub 500, I believe, for the 4th week in a row. But yeah, I mean, we can talk more about that when we look at the heat map. But Josh, there was another trade that happened that was pretty significant.
The fun trade, Sir Anthony Dominguez, is his name, and it was in a doubleheader with the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles, and at the beginning of the game, he was at the first there was a doubleheader, so which means they played 2 games in one day. In the first game, he was Toronto Blue Jay. In the second game, he was a Baltimore Oriole, which is kind of crazy that happened. This isn't a 2 nickels thing. This is the first time I've ever heard of it. Being a trade that happened, and the guy literally just went from one dugout to the other in between games. So I hope. I mean, shout out to the uniform trainers and managers.
Man,
they had to get uniform pretty quick for that. So
then they just used his old nameplate and just put it right on.
Yeah. Dominguez is a very rare last name. So
yeah. But we do have a little bit of video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sir Anthony Dominguez has pitched at Camden Yards for a year, but he's never gone behind the black curtain. Traded from the Orioles to the Blue Jays in between games of this doubleheader. What an unusual situation. This was in between innings. Sir Anthony walking out, enjoying the view in blue.
Yeah.
And then getting razzed by his former teammates.
Like,
Keegan Aiken's holding out 3 fingers going, what are you doing here in the third?
Oh, it's funny.
3, really? Andrew Kittredge, who probably assumes the role of Orioles closer, with a hug for Sir Anthony, who waves to his old friends.
That's just crazy.
Yeah. That's wild.
And I'm sorry. It was the Orioles to the Blue Jays, and the Blue Jays to the Orioles. Sorry, I got the 2 teams right. But that is just
the image was
but it is it's still cool. As far as obviously as a player, you never want to get traded because you have to uproot everything and move, and that sucks. No, there's one thing that people don't like doing, and that's moving. The thought of the new house or the new place is great, but the whole moving aspect can kick rocks.
Yeah.
There
for a while. I mean, when I was renting, I was moving almost every year. And I mean, there was just boxes that I may still have not even unpacked in like 10, 15 years. Moving just gets so exhausting. Luckily for these guys, they get a pretty decent contract. So, they're not going to be without any financial resources to pay somebody to move, nor maybe even have and hopefully they got some family or the support to be able to pack and move up. But that's pretty crazy. Doubleheader in between games. Would have loved to have been a fly on the wall or a fan in the stands there to kind of see that. And shout out to anybody who got a jersey that fast. That was just one side flipped it. Dominguez, go.
I don't think he was pitching in that game. That's why he just had the pullover, because I don't think they had a full-on jersey for him. I'm guessing. I don't know, because I didn't see any other pictures of it. But that's just really cool of him. Just oh, by the way, you've been traded. Where? That the team we're playing.
To them. Yeah.
To them.
Yeah, and that video went on. I mean, he's dapping up all the players and such. That's your boys. That's the locker room.
Yeah. You ready to see the heat and cooling?
Not really, because the Royals are cold as hell, bro. Cold as ice. Cold as ice. I know. Let me go full screen so I can actually view this. But yeah, man. I mean, we got quite a bit going on here. Like we talked about, just hitting the Royals right there below 500 at 485, along with Arizona. A lot of people in the 480s area. Your boys, though.
Oh, they're there.
They're there, bro.
They're
there. And they are above 500. They're above the line.
Yeah.
Which is good, man. I'm happy for you guys.
Yeah. But the thing is this is the past 2 years of We're right there. We just can't get over the hump. And the fact is, people are like, well, our payroll, blah, blah, blah. The Brewers are basically the same type of payroll market as Cincinnati as far as resources. Now, I think Cincinnati has a bigger market based off of history compared to the Milwaukee Brewers. But as far as organizationally and money, they're very similar. And the fact that the Brewers are all like in the playoff hunt or at least wild card or in the playoffs feels like every year, and the Reds just cannot get over the hump when we know we have the talent. That's the frustrating part. The last time I remember the Reds being in the playoffs, Dusty Baker was our manager. So, I mean, I can remember. Obviously, we've probably been there before, but
lost. Hold on. That's okay. Yeah, keep going.
Okay, but yeah. So they're still keeping me engaged in the trade for that Pirates third baseman. That's eluding me because I'm kind of a fair weather fan in a sense. But glad to see us still above 500. But the fact is our division has the Cubs and the Brewers, and they are way ahead of us. And there's only so many wild card spots, and everyone else is way ahead of us there too. So it's just tough sledding. But I'm glad to see us in the green. Glad to see us at above 500. And like, I mean, you saw there, like Milwaukee is just on fire right now. The Cubs are right there with them. So it's insane of what they're doing and really and truly, you don't want to be the best winning team, the team with the best record at the end of the season, because they typically don't do much in the playoffs with a team with the best record. Kind of the same thing with hockey. I know we've alluded to that before. Hey, I mean, I know Sol's happy because our Red Sox right now are doing better. They're well above 500. They're only a game behind the Yankees or a game above the Yankees in a sense. Even though your record's better based off of home and away and all this other tiebreakers. So they still are behind the Yankees, but not too far. And, they thought they were going to crap the bed after they traded DeVeers, if I can remember his name. But that is what I got. I think, Tushka, you are back.
No, it's frozen. I'm not sure what's going on with that.
Okay. But Toronto.
That's what I was going to kind of point out too. Was Toronto just with a little bit of that late push, man? I mean, and Milwaukee as well. I mean, just kind of you alluded to. Houston's in the same ballpark there. Just these late pushes, but the Cubs have been tried and true. Dodgers slipping, Mets slipping a little bit.
Tigers are slipping.
Yeah. Yankees, right? What's going on there?
I don't know. Remember the torpedo bats?
I know, right?
Remember how they're not very they need to be outlawed, and people are like, but everyone can use them. And now it's just like, oh, maybe the torpedo bat isn't that big of a deal like we thought it was.
Yeah, isn't as relevant.
No. It's not as relevant.
It's almost there.
It's almost there. Okay. That's like my life. It's almost there.
But, I think we've beaten this bat as much as we can, right?
There we go. Well, let's move on to basketball. And in the NBA, we got some people getting in trouble. Someone who is not unfamiliar with getting in trouble. He knows how to, which is Gilbert Arenas, for the whole locker room gun incident way back when he was still in the league. But he's back in the news and in the wrong reasons. Former Washington Wizards star and three-time NBA All-Star Gilbert Arenas was arrested Wednesday on suspicion of running an illegal high-stakes poker game out of his mansion. The U.S. Attorney's Office announced now Arenas' ex-girlfriend and the mother of his four children, Azalea, Elijah, Hamley, and Alani, Laura Govan, posted a cryptic video on social media. In an Instagram story, showing her doing some painting. She wrote, "Needed to clear my head." Now, Elijah was a big time recruit, reclassified this year basketball wise. Was going to USC. Got in a real serious car accident where he was, I believe, put into a medically induced coma. And thankfully he was able to pull through, and then he gets to USC, and I think he's out for the year I think he tore his pec or something like that. So just feel for the kid there. And then his daughter did play at Louisville last year, basketball. But then she also she transferred out, and I don't know which school that is. He has a pretty successful podcast, and the fact that he's running these illegal gambling things allegedly stinks, because it's not like Gilbert was doing bad, because like you said, he has a very successful podcast, and those things can generate good revenue if you play your cards right. I didn't mean to say that, but that just kind of how it came out. I like it. But it's kind of weird of the world that we live in, where gambling's pretty much legal everywhere, as far as at least sports betting. But there are rules and regulations to what is legal and what isn't. Molly's Game, for example, watch the movie about her running a high stakes poker game, and she was the one that kind of ran it all. Obviously didn't last very long, because you can legally gamble, but it has to be in certain regulated spots, because basically if the government the government's the house, and if the house can't get any part of the kitty, then you can't do it. So that's why gambling's always been illegal in certain places, because the government can't get any part of get any action of the money.
Yeah, that's why a lot of them used to be on the water.
Yep,
because you had international waters, and then you also had steamboats.
And whatever the jurisdiction was, you could not. That's why you had all those. That's why if you guys watch the movie Maverick with Mel Gibson, and obviously it's a TV adaptation.
Christian Slater, is he in that one?
Christian Slater?
Is he in Maverick? Okay.
No. It was James Garner. I don't know. Alfred Molina.
Foster. Yeah.
Jodie Foster, Alfred Molina.
Yeah.
And Danny Glover made a cameo in it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Always said I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah, he did. He robbed a bank, and they both looked at each other like, "Do I know you?" No. And they're like, "No." And he puts the mask back, and they just like rolls away. He's like, "I'm getting too old for this shit."
Yeah.
Of course, nice. James Gardner played the original Maverick, but that's not what we're here for. But it's that dims the rules. I think it's kind of crazy that they're still cracking down on illegal gambling, but someone got pissed at Gilbert. Gilbert pissed off someone, or this probably wouldn't have been a big deal.
Yeah.
Is what my take is on it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you would imagine that whoever is over gambling, I don't think it's ATF. But you would think the feds have plenty of other shit to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of things that are on fire that might need to be put out, but whatever. Pick on Gilbert. All right. Gilbert Grape Arenas.
Grape Arenas. Well, that movie is depressing, guys, by the way. What's He to Gilbert Grape? That's a movie you're never going to watch again after you watch it once. That's What's He to Gilbert Grape? Schindler's List. Like, I'm glad I watched it. It's a good movie. Not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. Like, all right.
Yeah. So let's talk about the ladies.
Let's talk about the ladies. This week, we want to highlight a player, and that player is Alyssa Thomas. Alyssa Thomas, shocker, is good at basketball. Kind of going through some stuff here. Alyssa Thomas, the first player in WNBA history to average at least 15.7 rebounds, 9 assists, and 1 steal while shooting 50% from the field. For perspective, the only NBA player who have done that are LeBron, Magic, and Jokic. She also leads the league this year in assists, both in total assists and assists per game. Her, Aaliyah Boston, and Asia Wilson are tied for second in the amount of double-doubles they have had this year, and Angel Reese as number 1. In the Mercury 76-89 loss to the Liberty, she was 2 assists shy of a triple-double with 20 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists. She was also 2 assists away from a triple-double in the Mercury's 88-72 win against the Mystics with 27 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists. Cameron Brink is back and played 14 minutes in the Sparks 74-89 loss to the Aces. For those who don't know, Cam Brink for the Sparks tore her ACL last year, unfortunately. That way she had to miss Olympics with a 3v3 and all of that, which is probably why we won bronze and didn't take gold, because we needed Cam Brink for that. Dallas, who, if it wasn't for Connecticut, would be the worst team in the WNBA this year, beat the New York Liberty 92-82. Enrique Gumbole and Paige Beckers both shot for 20 points. Then JJ double stat continues. Every game that Jacquel Jones got a double-double, the Liberty win. She was 3 shy in this game. So there you go on that. Then some crazy news. Why don't you tell us about the stalker?
Yeah, there's creeps out there. And unfortunately, Caitlin Clark has one of those creeps following her. I guess it was a story we talked back in January, but Caitlin Clark stalker was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison after pleading guilty. Michael Lewis, 55, was arrested on January 12th in Indianapolis after sending Clark numerous threats and sexually explicit images on social media. Lewis was sentenced Monday, the 28th, and was required to avoid any contact with Clark and to stay away from any Fever Pacers games, events, or properties. The judge ordered Lewis not to use the internet while serving his sentence and recommended mental health treatment. You can't help yourself until you get help, the judge told him. Yeah, unless you're a fucking perv.
Stop being creepy.
Yeah, dude. I mean, just think it. Don't act on it.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, do you know how many people have, like, smashed their head? You know what I mean? In my mind, like, you just don't do it. You don't act on it, right? Just be fucking human.
Right. I
Put
don't.
yourself in check.
I can't wrap my head around it, thankfully. I don't understand where mentally you get there to do these type of things. It's I guess it's easy for us to be like, don't be a creep. There's so many other people out there that I don't know where to go with this take. Just don't be creepy, guys. And the fact that people deal with stalkers, and I've heard the scary stories about stalkers. Yeah. It's some of these stalkers are just out of it, and it gets scary.
There's such a disconnection between their realities, right? I mean, because I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking of basically serial killers, or like Buffalo Bob, right?
Right.
Just one of those things where it's just like, like your kinks are going a little bit too far. And for this one, I can't remember exactly what all this gentleman did. I guess when you guys broke the story back in January or talked about it, but yeah, I mean, it says explicit images, probably dick pics. I mean, let's just stop doing that, y'all.
Yeah.
Period. Maybe if it's a loved one, just stop the dick pics. It's fucking weird.
So weird.
So weird, right? As Native American, I believe that whenever you take a picture, your soul is trapped, right? So don't trap your dick soul. All right. Sorry, soul. She's going to watch it and be like, you son of a bitch. So just, guys, don't do it. Just don't do it.
No.
But yeah, it's definitely a disconnection of just the realities. I mean, they're insane, literally. So, yeah, I mean, glad the guy actually fessed up to it, for one. I mean, the dude did plead guilty, so that 2.5 is probably a little bit of a lightened sentence, maybe. Mm-hmm. If he had a decent lawyer, or maybe even like a public servant that was kind of assigned to him. But yeah, man, just stop it, dude. Stop. Just think about check yourself before you wreck yourself, and and check yourself before you dick pic yourself into jail. Because now there's a lot of dicks he's going to be seeing.
Yeah, speaking about dicks, Gifts here.
Boom! Gotcha!
Yeah, but you two, what do you mean you two? They're a band that gave an album to us on Apple. We were pissed about it. That's what YouTube is.
They also can't count. Uno, dos, catorce. Come on, dude. 1, 2, 14. You Irish fuck. But yeah, no. We're not going to show that next comment.
Nope. But thank you for your comment. Yes,
even though I have said all those words, we are not going to. For the hearing impaired, we're not.
I'm not going to post that while we're talking about a stalker. I'm not going to do that. No.
Yeah. Dick is our resident stalker. I feel like I was here last time you guys talked about it because I think I said that exactly.
Yeah.
But no, we're having fun and making light of it. But dude, guys, just stop it. It's being so dumb.
Yeah. Our guy Ryan is here, and this is true. You figure Taylor Swift has a stalker every hour.
Yeah.
Like as popular as she is. And men are not like men celebrities are not like, I'm pretty sure Harry Styles has had a good amount of stalkers and a lot of well-known actors and stuff like that. So it goes both ways. And, people that are just in their own homes, don't get out in public and then just mentally get obsessed. That's again, I am just guessing. I am not a psychologist. I can't relate to these people, thankfully. And I'm glad this guy at least is not to the mental state to where he doesn't think what he did is wrong. It seems like, just to put a glass half full of a very creepy, scary story.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of things that could go sideways. But that's where, like, you mentioned Taylor Swift. I mean, she's been doing this for years. Sorry, my mouse keeps sliding off the side. Sorry, guys. Do not have my setup the way I want it. But no, like, I mean, she has security in place. There's measures. I mean, there's stories of her, sneaking into concerts, like in like refrigerators or shit like that. They shouldn't have to do that with Caitlyn. But she is of major note right now, as far as really at the moment, probably the most popular female athlete. Right? I mean, regardless of what you think about the on the court shit, that is exactly like what it is. Like, she is in the upper tier of the zeitgeist as far as popularity. So Indiana Fever. I mean, hopefully they're making some protocol. A little bit of changes. I think they've done a better job since the 2000s about crowd control and their players fighting the crowds.
Right.
So you've been able to do it with many people. So, hey, let's do a better job. And Caitlyn, you got money, girl. Come on, get some security for sure.
But it's kind of the WNBA is becoming very popular very fast. And it's just them
balls.
them just dealing with the fact that you get this popular this quickly. You think everything's in place and it's not, because you just don't know what to expect until it happens sometimes. And unfortunately, this comes with, there are people out there that do these creepy things. So I know I've repeated myself a couple of times, but long story short, don't be a creeper. Don't be weird. But
no, you're good, man. I know you're trying to vamp a little bit. Give me time.
Yeah.
I'm switching out cables because I'm thinking maybe that was a bad USB cable.
Might be. But also, kind of moving on to another serious topic.
Yeah, man.
So
creeps with fucking guns, dude.
Yeah. For those who are susceptible to talking about shootings, this is your 2 seconds of tune out, because we're going to cover this like we always say. We do a trigger warning of any kind. These are stories that need to be covered, and that's why we're covering them. But just a trigger warning before I go over the story.
Yeah.
All right.
And it has to do with what sport?
Football.
Fucking hug it, chug it, football.
Yep. And Skip Bayless doesn't know how to tweet. Anyway, that's beside the point. In the actual story, a gunman who killed 4 people inside a Manhattan office tower blamed his mental health problems on the National Football League and intended to target its headquarters, but took the wrong elevator, officials said Tuesday. Shane Tamura, a Las Vegas casino security worker, was carrying a handwritten note in his wallet that claimed he had a chronic traumatic or CTE, because I cannot pronounce the E word in that in CTE.
Right?
Yeah, something like
encephalopathy.
Yeah, there you go.
Encephalopathy.
Known as CTE, investigators said he accused the league of hiding the dangers of brain injuries linked to contact sports. Brain experts say it could take weeks to learn whether Shane Tamura, the 27-year-old gunman who killed 4 people at a Manhattan office building before killing himself Monday, had CTE. Tamura, 27, sprayed the skyscraper's lobby with bullets, then shot another person in the 33rd floor office on Monday before he killed himself. Authorities said among the dead were a police officer, a security guard, and 2 people who worked at companies in the building. An NFL employee was badly wounded but survived. The attacker's grievances with the NFL emerged as police worked to piece together his background and motivations, and as loved ones begun to mourn the dead. If you want to go ahead, there you go. The NFL is deeply grateful for the global outpouring of support following the tragic act of violence at the New York City building that houses our league office, among other organizations. We honor the 4 innocent lives lost, including NYPD officer, and I'm so sorry if I pronounce your first name incorrectly, Didarul Islam, whose heroism will never be forgotten. Our thoughts are with the survivors as they begin the difficult journey of physical and emotional recovery. The NFL family is resilient and united, and together we will find strength in one another as we heal.
Yeah, and the 4 that did pass, Officer Didarul Islam. Islam is 36. He was off-duty New York City police officer, signed to the Bronx precinct. The other one was Wesley Lepatner. She was a Blackstone employee, wife, mom of 2, was also killed, and a security officer, Alan Etienne, was also killed, according to his brother, Gathman Etienne. And then the final one, who was on the floor, that this idiot, I want to say the R word, but the idiot got on the wrong floor. She was the 4th person killed in Monday shooting, and was an associate at Rudin Management. And her name was Julia Hyman. So, yeah, man, definitely, send vibes, thoughts and prayers and everything, to these families. But I don't know, man. It's just like, this always goes to gun control. It goes to mental health. What the fuck is going on, security? Like, the dude literally walked off the street with a fucking assault rifle at his hip. It's not like he snuck it in pieces and then went into a closet and put it together. He walked straight through the front fucking door. Like, I'm not looking for a police state as far as, a cop on every corner and, oversight of that. But I mean, Jesus, you can't get a fucking door. We've got cameras. We've got AI. You're telling me we can't scan and just be like, possible threat. And then somebody be like, hey, you know what? We're not going to let you in because we think that's an assault rifle. Okay, fuck off, dude. But, unfortunately, it takes these incidents to bring about better security measures. And, just like with traffic, like we've been clamoring for stoplights. I mean, even stop signs up here. And it took, a family and 2 kids to pass away in a car accident before they started making changes. And so I don't want to give this shitbag any more attention as far as his name. But do want to kind of point out how much of an idiot he is. Got off on the wrong floor and you still killed somebody, dude. Like, God, you just suck at everything in your life. And I mean, maybe he has CTE, okay? To pull it back a bit, maybe he obviously has some mental issues. But, I mean, even the CTE, I mean, that's going to take weeks for them to test it. even if they want to, like, I don't know, man. It just, the story sucks all around, and it just, it more so sucks for the families and those that are the survivors that are going to be traumatized from this, and will have real PTSD to work through, and have to go to counseling. But God damn it, man, it's so angering that this shit is still happening. No, not just the fact that people are choosing to do these actions, or that we have, the lack of gun control in that regard, but just the lack of safety. But anyways, my rant's done.
Yeah, Ryan. Yeah, if he has CTE, and that's still no reason to go and they're still figuring out. Like, typically, CTE doesn't result, at least the players, unfortunately, results in them killing themselves, and don't take anybody else with them.
Yeah,
because, like, unfortunately, Junior Seau, Julius Thomas, and I believe there was a Kansas City. Wasn't there a Kansas City player?
Oh God,
killed himself, like, the parking lot.
Yes. Yeah. It was a younger kid.
Yeah.
He was younger, like maybe 24, 25.
Yeah.
And that was, oh man. That had to been like 6 years ago. But I mean, I know you said football.
Not Julius Thomas. I'm sorry. It wasn't Julius Thomas. He did play for he did play for Denver. Demarius Thomas. There we go. I had to get it right, guys. Hey, Soul.
Yeah. Javon Belcher was the one.
Javon Belcher.
Okay. Yeah, committed suicide in the parking lot there.
Are they winning, Soul?
Yeah. Are you at the game? If not, get to work. Just kidding. Enjoy the time off.
But yeah. Typically with CTE and but I talked to some people. Woo, we won! Yay! With Demarius Thomas, he had his brains. I met some people that did were able to. They scanned your brains anyway, just to see whatever is going on, and they basically were telling Demarius, they were like, "Hey, you might need to start talking with people and stuff, because they saw where it was going," and he was just like he apparently to them, he was kind of like, no, I'm good, because he didn't want to feel like he was broken in any way. And then it just got to a point, unfortunately, with Demarius, and it's just sad. But to sit there and say that CTE isn't a thing, you're lying to yourself. That's why the concussion protocols are the way they are. That's why they don't allow certain hits to be done, which does take away from the NFL. And I get that, the whole back in your day shouldn't have happened, because real head injuries are happening, and any concussion that you get should not be taken lightly.
Also, back in your day, you had leather helmets.
Yeah.
Come
on.
Other notable CTE. Our players with CTE: Mike Webster, Junior Seau, Dave DeWarson. He was another guy who shot himself in the chest to preserve his brain. Andre Waters.
Yeah, Andre Waters.
And Frank Gifford. I don't know if he committed suicide, but his family said that he suffered from CTE. Of course, Aaron Hernandez.
That's a different story there.
Yeah, there's a lot loaded. And then Ken Stabler was another notable one. But yeah, man. I mean, as someone who has had concussions, from football, but also from military, and kind of have to deal with stuff. I mean, yeah, there's a battle. These guys are finely tuned, athletic machines, just smashing against each other. And trying to avoid walls, basically. And yeah, I mean, we love the sport, and there are repercussions, but this, I feel like, is just more of someone just trying to exploit something. I mean, definitely having mental issues. By the way, this person, this shitbag, because we're not going to say my name, Didn't play in the NFL. Didn't play in college. I think they partially played in high school. Like, I've got as much professional football play time as this guy. Because I played a couple of years in high school. But it's just like, yeah, that's you can't go and blame the NFL. But clearly they were left to their own vices. And, whenever you just kind of start spiraling out of control, you start grasping at straws. And yeah, the NFL is not what's what I'm looking for, a pure company. There was a lot of corruption, just like with any major sports organization. Any organization with a lot of money, it gets corrupt.
Mm-hmm.
And so they start, kind of cutting corners. They start making inside deals. They start basically just kind of strong-arming people to not give guaranteed money. Even though that Deshaun Watson one was very much warranted reason to not give people that much guaranteed money. But that's a whole nother deal. But it just, I don't know. It fucking reeks. It sucks. There may not be a resolution that we hear. There may not be a whole lot of answers. And unfortunately, just with mental illness, it's a silent killer, and we don't always know exactly what the genesis of it, or what the main root cause was. Because at the end of the day, we're just humans. We're still just trying to figure this out on our own with each other. But anyways, yeah, I hate this story. Much love to all the families that are kind of going through the grieving process, and then to the entire, staff of that building. Mm-hmm. Hopefully you guys can just rally together and get through the next few months at work, because that's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to walk through those doors and walk in that lobby where even if you weren't there, what happened. Because that is going to be seared in their memory banks. And it just fucking sucks. You got anything else before we move on?
No, don't have anything else, but I can understand. I mean, for a while there, some people were afraid to even go to the movie theaters because of the Aurora stuff. So I understand.
Yeah. But you know what else sucks?
Injuries.
The Browns.
Yes, it will. Yeah.
But yeah, injuries too. Also, Ohio, you fucking suck, dude.
Except for the Reds, even though they kind of...
Now, the Cleveland Browns head coach Steven Stefanski announced that cornerback Martin Emerson Jr. has been diagnosed with a torn Achilles, man. More Achilles, bro. And we're not even at the start of the season. We're already getting ankle deep in Achilles. But also, he's not the only cornerback to get injured. The entire Dolphins defense.
It seems like it.
Sorry. Cornerback Kador Kahu. Yeah, has a partial ACL tear that will require surgery to repair it. And unfortunately, this means that the entire starting roster, we do have some graphics. That also means that the entire starting roster of the Dolphins from last year, as far as their defensive backs, are completely gone. There's nobody there. So I don't know what's going on with your Fins. Because Jalen Ramsey traded, Kendall Fuller released, Kador Kahua added for the season injury, Javon Holland left in free agency, and Jordan Poyer still in free agency. So I don't know. I guess at best they could get 3 out of those 6 or 5 people. But we'll see. I mean, they did draft a few.
The good news is they got Micah Fitzpatrick in the trade with Jalen. So, it's a sort of a wash. Jalen's better all around of a player than Micah. And if Micah, when he went to the Steelers, he was good for a second, and then he hasn't been that great his past few years compared to with the Micah that we know. So maybe this move back to Miami could rejuvenate them because this defense, the secondary, definitely damn sure needs Micah to be the old Micah.
Is it Micah or Mika?
It might be Mika. I don't know.
I've heard Mika.
I've got Micah.
don't know.
I've got Micah Parsons on my brain about getting
Yeah.
that deal done. That
Mika, you mean Mika
it's Mika.
Parsons?
It's Mika Fitzpatrick. Sorry.
Yeah, and also Mika Parsons. Okay. I stood next to the dude at the casino. He told me, bro, it's Mika. And I said, oh, fuck, I'm so sorry. Thank you for not tipping anybody on your entire trip here. You are a great person and deserve all the money. Sorry, what were you saying?
This isn't the show, Ryan. Tune in on August 11th.
Yeah, right. No defense.
No, we're talking about defense, which the Bengals front office does not know anything about because Trey Hendrickson.
Yep.
There's deals still not done, but he left for Florida. But the update is he's back at the facilities.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still the hold out while there.
Yeah,
type
the
of
hold
thing.
in.
In a sense.
Yeah.
This kind of happened with CD Lamb last year before Jerry got that deal done and probably overpaid for him. Micah is actually practicing, but Trey Henderson is not, as far as we know. And I forget the receiver for San Francisco because my brain is eluding me. That ended up tearing tearing up his knee last year anyway. But he was kind of a hold in as well. Huh?
No. Jennings?
Juwan Jennings is he'll be fine, but Pearsall finally came back to practice. I know that.
Yeah, after being shot last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you got Ayuk, Jennings.
Brandon Ayuk.
Was it Ayuk? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Ayuk was the receiver that basically was a hold in. They thought he was going to get it traded, and then they got the deal done. Literally, it was like 2 weeks before the season started. And guess what? You could tell that he wasn't in training camp because he was a step slower, and then he tried to go too hard, too fast, and that's probably why he got hurt. I'm just guessing. I don't know. I am not Ayuk. I am not that good. I am not that talented, so therefore couldn't tell you.
Yeah, but just with the eye test, it's what it looked like.
Yeah,
what it looked like. Didn't take care of himself like he was Kareem Hunt, bro. Took damn good care of himself. But yeah, anything else with that dude there?
No, nothing else with that. Then Jerry just, and then like I was saying, Jerry did sign Jake Ferguson. So we got that. So took care of Jake Ferguson, but can't take care of like a generational talent.
Hello, Super Bowl. A party for one, Cowboys.
Right. We got great. But no, and then Jerry's just Jerry loves the clown show too much.
Because he gets views, man. He gets money.
Quit. You have Micah.
So good at bad press. So good.
So bad.
So good.
They were chanting, like literally, people were chanting "Sign Micah" at training camp.
Oh yeah.
And they asked Jerry about it, and he goes, "Well, they weren't chanting as loud as they did last year for CD Lamb." I'm like, "Shut up!" Just I don't know.
Well, I mean, but there's a lot of people that chant a lot of stuff at training camp. Ask the Pittsburgh Steelers, who had Pat McAfee's show there today. Yeah. And that was wild. Yeah. We will not repeat some of those chants. But in other training camp news, the Ravens dodged a bullet.
Yeah,
sorry, bad timing for that statement. But Isaiah Likely suffered a small foot fracture during Tuesday's practice. If all goes well, it's an early season return, which means possibly week 1. Because yesterday it was not looking great as far as kind of with him getting carded off. But yeah, I mean, and a foot fracture sucks, man. I've had those. But you know what? Silver lining, I can tell when a storm's going to come in. Yep. I can feel it in my foot. Probably about like a good, 30 minutes. I'm like, oh, cold front. Right. Cold front coming in. Yeah. From the east. But I think that's we got anything else for football, bud?
That's pretty much what I got. Yeah, Ferguson technically is on the offensive line at certain points because he is a tight end. So, I mean, in a sense, you're right. I think the offensive line is going to be fine, if you want my honest opinion. There is no running game. There's probably not going to be a running game at all. But
you got Zeke, bro.
So anyway, we have no running game at all.
Yeah.
We both clicked on it.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Should be weather people.
Paul Wall, you can catch a cold front if I take a deep breath. Anyway, but yeah, that's all I've got. But yeah, Ryan, I would go into more detail about how the Dallas Cowboys are going to be breaking down how the offense is going to do. And you can tune in on August 11th, 9:00 Central, while we go over getting you prepped for said fantasy season.
Yeah. And we can also share broken foot and surgery and screws stories.
Yeah. There you go. I am not a part of those conversations, thankfully.
You want to be?
Not really.
You want to be? Okay.
I don't owe anybody money.
Do you?
No. Just one time I thought I broke my toe in a soccer game, and I went to the doctor, and it was like blood red. And the doctor walks in and he goes, "That is the longest toe I've ever seen in my life." But it's not. Yeah, I have one of those where my middle toe is longer than my big toe, so I have one of those types of things. And so she's like, "That is the longest toe I've ever seen in my life." I was like, "But is it broken?" It wasn't. Yeah. It was very just deeply bruised. I said, "Well, that thing was blood red for being deeply bruised."
Yeah, my toe and mine are just like boop boop boop, like they're like neck and neck race as I get older.
Yeah. So,
but you know what? But speaking of old.
Yeah, but that ends the foot conversation for all you weirdos out there.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, I got it. You're good.
Sorry.
Speaking of old,
have it.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy
old movie, but remakeable or right? A little bit of sequel. But no, it's been nearly 3 decades since Adam Sandler introduced Happy Gilmore to us, and the audience showed how much the Sandman and his beloved characters still resonate following the record-breaking opening weekend of Happy Gilmore 2, straight to DVD. But according to Netflix, they released some of the information Tuesday. The film amassed 46.7 million views in the first 3 days, making it not just the best opening ever for an Adam Sandler Netflix movie, which is what, 2 movies, but also the biggest U.S. opening weekend for a Netflix film, period. Of course, Netflix it's very skeptical as far as where they're getting the numbers from. Maybe they're pulling it from their ass. Maybe they are manipulating the numbers. But I remember like Red Notice being huge, like hundreds of millions. I remember Adam Story? No. The one with Ryan Reynolds. Adam Project.
That one was actually good.
Oh, it was really good.
Yeah, it was really good.
But there was like some of those, and I don't know if that was COVID year. I know Bird Box was COVID. So that was huge because everybody was home not doing shit.
Right. That's why Tiger King got so big. It's because everyone
Tiger King got so big because he's amazing, okay? He ran for governor of the state of Oklahoma here. And if I lived here at the time, I would have voted for him.
Huh?
Because Stid is that fucking shitty. Anyways. But no, Happy Gilmore 2. Did you get to watch it?
I did. Looks like Ron was one of those people as well. It's good for a straight to Netflix movie. It is a typical Adam Sandler movie. It's not the first one, but it brings in all the nostalgia. The cameos are fun. The third act, I think, is just dog crap. The last 20 minutes felt rushed, much less over the top shenanigan bull crap that I didn't care for. But the stuff leading up to it was really good. The fact that his family is in the movie, like his 2 daughters and his wife.
His biological family.
Yeah, his biological family. And his daughters were actually solid for what you expect them to do. This isn't the first movies that they've been in. I didn't realize that. They've been in a lot of the Adam Sandler movies throughout the years. They just played different roles and not his actual, like, daughters or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if this would, I would have given it a worse rating if it wasn't on Netflix. Like, basically cost you $14 a month to see, and you can always revisit it. Basically, it's fun. The guys who played his sons were really good, which is a professional wrestler MJF. I thought that was really good. John Daly was fun in it.
Did he need to have 4 sons? I mean, I don't know. Like, to me, it was a lot. Like, every time they were in frame, I'm like, fuck, that's a lot of people, dude. Because it was the 4, the daughter, the other dude that was kind of mentoring him, that always wears plaid, looks like a golfer, but also looks like he doesn't play golf. The white-haired guy that was at the house. Anyways,
John Daly.
Yeah, John Daly. Yeah, I don't know who that is.
He's a golfer. He's an actual.
He doesn't look like a golfer.
Oh no, that's the whole point. Is he he was on? He won the U.S. Open or the PGA Championship years. Like, he just came out of nowhere, and he was just this personality, and he's known for a lavish lifestyle that goes 1,000 miles an hour. He was on Bryson DeChambeau, who's also in the movie. He was on his show called Breaking 50, where Bryson tries to go out with golf personalities or people that are on YouTube golf people as well, and they try and break 50 with doing the scramble style. And John Daly was with him one episode, and it was pretty cool. And basically, he goes, Bryson DeChambeau says, breaking 50 is impossible. And John Daly retorts, nothing's impossible. I'm still alive, because of his lifestyle that he has. He smokes, he drinks 15 a day. He
also is responsible for Joe Rogan and a lot of the comedy groups moving to Austin. Oh no, that's Ron White. Sorry, looked like the same person.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing of why John Daly is in his where he is in the movie. I'm not going to say where he is and what type of role he plays, but that's the reason, is because John Daly was the Happy Gilmore in real life. Is like the closest we've ever got, because he would hit the ball a mile. He would destroy the ball, but then he'd party like a rock star. So that's kind of the whole point of why if you're going to do Happy Gilmore, you got to do John Daly. Now, that being said, Scotty Scheffler's part was probably the one that cracked me up the most. I'm not going to tell why. But they leaned into some things that happened in Scotty Scheffler's life.
Travis Kelce.
Bad Bunny was really good in it.
Oh, Bad Bunny, incredible. Terrible caddy, but good actor. Kelsey Plum.
Came out of nowhere
as well. Almost all the ESPN personalities. Were there.
But, Adam Sandler's mom is in the movie. She plays Boban, who plays like the son of the guy that had the nail in his head. And he goes, "Oh, it's his mom," and you can tell.
Hit me, Mom. Don't hit me.
Yeah, don't hit me. And you can tell she has no acting chops. Her delivery was dry as hell, and I'm like, that's got to be Sandler's mom. And I looked it up. It was Sandler. It is Adam Sandler's mom.
So that's great. Yeah.
No, it's a fun thing. It's a very nostalgia. All nostalgia. They lean into it. They know the movie that they made.
Yeah.
And if you don't understand what they were going for, then you're gonna hate it. Yeah. Is it like I said, if this was released in theaters, it'd be dog crap. But the fact of what it is, the platform that it's on, it's I enjoyed it.
Yeah. No, it was a good time. Check it out. A lot of great sports personalities, and let us know in the chat who's your favorite cameo.
There was
at least 100 of them. But man. I mean, and if you don't like the movie, you know what you can do? You can kick and scream.
Ah! All right.
Let's go, dog.
England went back-to-back at the Women's Euros. A repeat of the World Cup happened at the Women's Euros on Sunday. Mariana Caldini scored in the 25th minute for Spain, and Alicia Russo, and which I saw is in the chat. She's going to tell me who I mispronounced.
Which one you butchered? Oh, that's what
Yeah, which one I butchered. Tune in next week where Saul's like, yeah, you totally butchered everyone.
Yeah.
But yeah, they went to penalties with England coming out on top, which the winning goal where she was smooth as hell. I don't know who it is. Saul might be able to tell me, where she just kind of like pointed after she scored it. And she's like, yep, I'm that woman. But anyway, Spain was a better team. But throughout this tournament, England found a way. That's all that has to happen. You just have to find a way. Fun stat for the entire knockout stage: England had the lead for a total of 4 minutes and 52 seconds, including added time after the 90 minutes of regulation and 30 minutes of extra time. They beat Sweden on penalties and beat Italy 2-1, with England tying in the 90th plus 6th minute and winning in the 119th minute. After the game, in an interview, Lucy Bronze said she played the entire tournament with a fractured tibia, and then that day she hurt her knee on the other leg. Charlotte Harper at The Athletic wrote, Bronze played through unimaginable pain where there was no guarantee of success. She received a little bit of pain relief, but had to spread out her dosage of medication. She hadn't been training all the time, but started every game playing 598 minutes. Call it foolish, stubborn, or pure guts. There is no one like Bronze, and there never will be again. Coach Serena Weigman, said she had some issues with her tibia. So, so of course we tried to manage that. When you play 120 minutes, you're not managing it, are you? The whole team has a great mentality, but she has a crazy mentality. It's unbelievable. So shout out to the England women. Doing it well. Now, this kind of reminds me of the University of Virginia men's basketball team, which were down by like their Final Four run. They hardly ever really pulled away and led in the final games they played. They were down with 15 seconds left in the last 3 games, and they won every single one of them. It was insane. So that kind of reminded me of that, of just hey, you're never out, and don't ever count the chickens before they hatch. Don't quit till the fat lady sings. That whole thing.
Whoa! It's it's not over until the non-body shamed thick queen sings. I believe is that how we're supposed to say it nowadays?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Not sure.
If anybody wants to put in the comments, sure, let us know. But that's what the saying is.
Yeah.
Because it comes from the opera, where a heavier set lady would belt out, and that's where the saying comes from.
Yeah. You know what also was at that time was slavery.
Well,
we're still going to do that.
Anyway, but yeah, shout out to England. That was crazy. Not touching that one. But anyway, yeah.
Good job. I like it. And good job pronouncing as well.
Okay, good job.
Well.
Good job on that. But we got some Americans scoring goals.
Let's do it, man. Let's check out these Americanos scoring some puntos, right? Some goals.
I can be, depending on the situation.
What'd you say?
Just that comment down there.
Oh, thick queen?
Yeah, I can be.
Man, I'm definitely not a thick queen. I'm maybe thick. If I'm thick, it's only 1 C. It's not 2. Yep, not at all.
Yeah, but we've got.
That's what we're hoping to keep on.
Can you hear that?
Yep, I can hear that. That's we've got Damien Downs scores in his debut in the 90th plus 2 minute in Southampton's 2-1 loss to Espanyol in the preseason friendly.
So that's what we're hoping to keep on top of a few of those key players. As Damien Downs.
That was a great through ball and caught to that
brilliantly.
And look, the crowd goes mild
to end this fixture.
Is that on a golf course?
I don't know.
These key players, as Damien Downs has put through on goal, and Damien Downs
jolly good,
has found the back of the
very
net
well, nice shot.
Yes.
And that is a really...
The next one we've got Brian Watt scores the 3rd goal for the MLS in the All-Star game against Liga MX. If I got that right, Liga might be Liga. I don't know.
I thought you had it right. thought you had it right. Second guess yourself.
Herrera stays with him. Uruguayan. Chambon. Oh, dummy from Gazdog. Finds Arvston from Russell Rowe. Arvston doubles Columbus's advantage right after halftime.
Right after halftime. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So it was Liga. All right. I got that.
Touch
Right.
to do the little quick.
My brain auto-corrected me.
So Luca have come over a bit too far to this side. All the players, they
Yes, good through ball. Got to let it go through. He knew the guy was on the backside.
He has.
No off. Nice little.
That opens up a lot of time to just.
Well done for that. And then we've got Max Arvston scored the second goal in the Columbus Crew 2-2 tie with Toluca in the League Cup. Spoiler alert, Toluca did win on penalties. So we got that one for you.
Hold on.
We're holding. Sounds like the Dallas Cowboys offensive line this
that was
season.
the one we just watched.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, we're holding.
No, that was the one we just watched.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Gotcha.
Yep. We're good.
All right. And then
Record scoring goals. Great. Good stuff.
all right. And Tushka, we got a little Inter Miami news.
Oh, dude, yes. This has been killing me all week because I've known about it and I've been losing sleep, honestly. But Rodrigo De Paul signs with Inter Miami from Atletico Madrid. What? That's crazy. I totally knew that was a real thing and an actual team.
This is how we learn.
Yeah, but he was on the World Cup winning squad with Messi and is jokingly called Messi's bodyguard on the field for Argentina. How does Messi's actual bodyguard feel about it? Oh, well, watch this and find out.
Oh.
Old guy just wants a hug, huh?
Yeah, I think so. He's out of his yap. That's what it sounds like. Oh, he's been replaced.
I think shirt on, dude.
Huh? No. Can't even spot the man. There you go. Came through in the clutch.
Got that hug, dude. Nice. It's almost like they worked together on it.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to get weird?
Dude, we've been weird.
I know. We've been weird. But you know what's also weird? That's something that we've always talked about. Jokic doesn't care about basketball. It's just his day job. You know what his passion is? I want to ride horses. And if he didn't think he cared, Joker, horse that he finally owns, won a race. And you thought that he'd won you thought that this man did not show this much emotion when he won an NBA championship.
Yeah. All right, well, here's the first one.
Koga su emocije savladale očigledno.
Ryan running over, hug the jockey.
U zagrljaju sa Karminom Piskoljom. Zatim zagrlja I sa Vladimirom Pribićem.
He loves his horses. He's just overcome with emotion.
Yeah.
This is the best basketball player in the world. He cares more about horses.
Debatable. Yeah. He's that good, then why didn't he win a championship this year, bitch?
I mean, because he went up against a better team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oklahoma was a better team. Jokic is the best player.
Oh, if he's the best player, why doesn't Russell Westbrook stick around with him?
because Oklahoma's where the heart is.
Yeah.
For Russ.
But we do got another video though,
Yep.
and it's comparative of him winning the NBA championship and the horse race.
Love at times. He wasn't sure what to do.
Veliko slavlje u taboru Dreamcatchera.
Gospodina Vladimira Pribića, pa za ostatak ekipe, svi oni i malo na kraju za...
So they weren't at a high efficiency.
I don't care. Just give me back so I can give me back home so I can ride horses.
That's early on though, man. Like he learned from the NBA.
Right. But you know who is learning though?
Who's that?
Luka. Learning that get in the gym, get in shape. Because we got our sports meme that week.
Sure do.
But
it's got a copyright video. We can't do the audio.
Okay.
Da ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. No, that's not even too much.
Right. No, I liked it. It was a good soundtrack. It sounded like a really odd version of the Superman thing. No, this was probably the walk-off video. Should be in the slide.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the slide up then.
That was the most thing. Anyway, but yeah, Luka is very much in shape now. There you go. Yeah, I mean, Luka might not be the face of the NBA, but he's the face of hitting the gym after being dumped by a toxic ex, and that's equally impactful. Because look at Luka, dude's getting ripped. So, yeah,
it's AI generated. Come on.
Yeah, no, it's not. I can't.
Yeah, that ain't real. That ain't real shit.
Well, anyway, that was our Moment of Zen video that you also saw there. And so for the people out there, I know I've been talking about it all episode, but you're going to get it again. August 11th, Fantasy F Around will be making their seasonal debut of Tushka and I breaking down everything that is in fantasy to get you ready for your drafts coming up towards the end of August or even in the middle. If it's at the middle of August, I pray for your guys to not get injured before the season starts on that. Because it's just tough to do if you don't draft the week before, the week prior to that Thursday night kickoff between Dallas and Philly. On that, and then yes, Friday is our book club, which is the third rule of time travel. If you want to know what the first two are, tune in. Me and Sol tell about it.
I think the first one you don't talk about it though.
Yeah, the second one you definitely don't talk about, and the third one is really important.
Okay.
Right. On that. And so and obviously that's where our Discord members can join us and talk about the book as well. But Sol and I will be breaking down the book, and we'll have our Discord members, which the link is down below. The Discord is free to join. We talk about anything and everything, not just sports, books, but anything you want to talk about, which speaking of tomorrow, Justin Toner and myself will be talking about some wrestling in the wrestling world. Every Thursday, and which is tomorrow, and every Thursday beyond that at 8 Central, 9 o'clock Eastern, where we break down everything that is, was, will be in the week that is wrestling, because wrestling never stops. Just when you think it stops, it passes you by. So that's kind of how it works there.
It's like software updates.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I got.
Yeah. That's it. Hey, motherfuckers. Y'all have a good time. We'll see y'all next time. Love you, soul. Peace. I'm so thirsty.